Saturday Showdown, T1 versus Gen G Esports.
Yeah, kind of forever. It's like they're going to disengage all game and just hope that it's the enemy nexus that explodes towards the end. With Wei, of course, you do have that range, and that can certainly help you out. As D+, theirs is a little bit different. They've got engage all over the place, mobility, and trying to make sure you survive until the late game. We'll see whether they can as we hop onto the Rift. Nongshim, Hana, duel set.
Nongshim, fighting!
D+ here, Hana, duel set.
D+ fighting!
Woo! Alright, here we
Lulu into Lucian Nami, like the double defensive to try and mitigate the trades, but I just don't even think they have as much power as like a Zeri Lulu would into it.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a stay alive type option. Showmaker throwing around some rocks here in this mid lane. You can see bottom side of the map already. The Lucian Nami are pushing up. Time off as far as his time in competitive League of Legends is concerned, unless you're Morgan, who did decide to go for it, but he learned that he wasn't supposed to.
If you don't immediately kill them on the first rotation, you're kind of running out of gas quickly.
Well, Dundun isn't. He is just fighting Kingen. He's down to 100. He's going to have to teleport back. Dundun actually really playing aggressively here as Jiwoo going to have to flap away from that one. Light Slinger out from aiming, but he's lit on fire. Should be all right. Deciding that he's going to finish off these bubs. He's going to be 3 out of 3 for the first spawn. Is now Dundun. He does have the dominance. That's been upgraded, and it's looking pretty good. Going to get pulled back by the chains. Eat the ultimate from the Crocodile. He's a bit less scary now, as Weaver's Wall is going to be interrupted very comfortably by the Poppy, as you would assume, and that is first blood so easily here for Nongshim in the mid lane.
Yeah, so well played there. Not only blocking the dash, but slamming the league for dominance per minute.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As that is Magnet Storm completely avoided, but Fiesta did have to flash to get himself out of the way. Sylvie not going to need to fully commit on the Keeper's verdict.
Just with a bit of CS discrepancy.
Bit of aggression here from aiming as he throws out the culling. Bubble not quite going to get too much there. So Kellen not able to follow up as Kingen's still looking for even more here. Too much control over this stage of the game. A lot of it to do with this mid lane, where Showmaker is going to eat another ultimate. Able to avoid the rest of the buttons though, so Fiesta not finding too much as Tidal Wave is going to come down. Peter taking so much damage, aiming now, turning his attention to Jiwoo as the ultimate comes down. Good flash to get out of the way of the heroic charge, but they have to use everything. Keeper's Verdict comes in and Kellen's going to get flashed on. Jiwoo collects that kill as Sylvie was taking up a lot of turret shots, so he's really dead. And now Kingen wanting, just misses every button. And Jiwoo just flaps over the wall. Right, Kingen's just kind of down here committed to a 1v2. Having a good time there as aiming is going to head towards the top side. Are we looking for a dive? That is a sweet spot connection. Kingen just needs... Okay, yeah, he is going to be taken down. Gets out of turret range? What? Can he do it? No way! How did that even happen? Okay, well, I guess that's how it goes. Sylvie's coming down towards the bottom lane. I don't even know, man. I don't even know if it's a good idea. Dundun, do you have it in you? Let's see if he can turn it around. He goes for it. And now it's aiming that's taking all the damage. They slice and dice. These top laners are monsters, but this time Lucid's there in time. Fiesta wanting to land the more, and he does manage to crush the Aatrox. Oh, all right. Here's a Weaver's Wall. They are looking for Fiesta. Seismic Shove goes wide, though. Showmaker not able to find that one as heroic charge from Sylvie just to try and keep Showmaker in position as the Dragon gets angry. A lot of damage onto aiming and he just gets snagged by Fiesta. He'll grab the double onto the bottom lane. And this way, after getting first blood, now 4-0 in this game.
Yeah, and I said sort of earlier in the day that I felt like Showmaker was the best performing member of D+ so far this season. You're kind of looking for the chem to, oh no.
Do you think Fiesta's going to be okay here? Let's find out. The Crushing Maw not really doing too much there. And so he is just going to be thrown around like a ragdoll and taken out. So that is the punishment. That is a big shutdown going over to aiming. I don't think the Smolder has an advantage anymore. It's going to be important as the Dragon gets a little bit mad. That is Seismic Shove, though, connecting onto Sylvie, and he's going to be well and truly interrupted. That CC lasted his entire health bar. That was ridiculous. Turret going to go down now as Dundun looking to make his way into this fight.
Seems like it fits well.
That's heroic charge, as Lucid will take a bit of Wei damage also. Looking to try and get back in, as Sylvie may have overstepped just a little bit. The culling going to be soaked, but not actually the kill opportunity.
Yeah, and Sylvie still hasn't picked up any armor, by the way.
Yeah.
And not going for the Frozen Heart.
It sort of looks like that too, doesn't it? As he did take a lot of damage from that, from the culling. And also, yeah, struggling into Kingen at this stage of the game as well. 227, as you just saw from that lower third. So Jiwoo, X-Flash, so better flash, he's going to be available. Jiwoo very far up here as Tidal Wave's going to miss. There's the Shattering Strike, and out goes the Lucian! And now Lucid's sort of all on his own as Kingen finds the backline! But the second Q is not going to connect, and the fear is so good! Smolder's going to burn them down. Mum had already got really mad, and that means these health bars barely even exist. Fiesta going to be able to grab that kill onto his opposite number, and Nongshim should be able to convert to a Baron.
Poke him out. And Nongshim, you don't need to do this.
Kingen is just in the back of the pit, and he's just going to die. It's going to take a while for him to get there. As okay, execute, not going to come. How did that work? That's not allowed to work. The other one worked as well. What is going on?
Lethality Aatrox, by the way.
It's like he was baiting, saying, oh, I'm AFK, guys, but he wasn't. And that is going to be the secure of the Drake by the Rel, as she likes to do. And Kingen is still keeping this crocodile at bay. 4 members of Nongshim to the north. The ending just explodes. And it's Fiesta that's able to take the control back for Nongshim this time. Showmaker now in trouble. It's a double kill as the artillery strikes are raining down. And Jiwoo, I think that he's almost passed his little dragon test. So not really too much of a big deal. And Nongshim, they don't really care about that. They're looking to try and knock down this inner turret. 4 Bubs going to be helping them out there as well as Lucid comes on over to try and deter them. Here's a Magnet Storm to try and get into that backline. But Mom, she's there to protect her baby. And Showmaker will be able to sidestep that one, but he's not going to be able to protect anything else. Look at how quick they're running. Oh man, Fiesta's just flashing forward, finds the Crushing Maw, as now Kingen will get in there. That's what he was looking for in the last fight, and just says, no, that'll be a shutdown for me, thank you very much, as Jiwoo can flap over that.
You know, for a second, I was like, Jiwoo can flap over this, and then he like kind of got stuck at the front. I'm like, wait, can he? Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can. That was all they needed. Maybe it was a bait the entire time. Jiwoo presses Q, and their health bars just melt. Dundun is flashing in, slice and dice, and getting the work done. He's going to have to use that arm guard that he purchased earlier, of course. Now Kingen, can he actually help out here as Jiwoo, as soon as he flashes in, they are going down, and there's another one. Is there a Q for Kellen? No, I think that he wants to head towards the enemy base because Jiwoo might just dictate that this game is over.
That whole fight was just them running away from Jiwoo. Jiwoo trying to get in the range just to one-shot them, and...
oh no. Oh, aiming.
He's gonna be alive.
Yeah,
he's okay.
Ebb and flow. He's fine.
He's cool.
I mean,
fine.
is he fine?
He doesn't let himself get caught by a CC chain because he flaps early.
Unless he's the one that's actually going to get shoved back. Magnet Storm, but he breaks his arm guard, and he's going to be absolutely fine. The Nami is thrown away, so not exactly priority target as they're walking the wrong direction. The Hui abilities this time around, though, are not landing as Nongshim take position around the Baron. It's their turn to start this one up, but without a pick necessarily. They just have a gigantic, very small dragon.
Yeah.
He is going to be stealing away this red buff as Nongshim just going to start off the Baron. And Showmaker has Weave as well. He's not actually going to be able to take this. His teleport's coming in from Kingen. He's wrapping around for a flank angle. This could be a possibility, but the dragon is getting mad. Now, Showmaker comes in, throws down the wall. Q going to connect there from Jiwoo. As he flaps to the other side of it, Chu does come in, and this is so dangerous. Lucid can definitely steal this away as Jiwoo just gets half cold. And that is going to be a great ulti from Silver to get rid of the jungle of it. Now Kingen, Heroic Charge is exactly that, but he has a GA this time around. And there's a Magnet Storm into the back line. Mom gets angry, but Jiwoo is down solo. Kingen, can he get it? And he does!
How are they winning?
Somehow just killed 2 people! What? All right, I guess it doesn't even really matter if this guy's got a bigger dragon in the sky.
Well,
the last fight.
I think he still has his burn from his passive.
Right, yeah.
And the Bloodthirster means he has to stay in if he does get poked out, because we are seeing him get poked a little bit. Oh no.
Dundun is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is not going to survive this one. Aiming, just, yeah, doing the auto attack would be good. Fiesta now going to avoid the seismic shove. It's a 4 versus 5 though.
They're still confident.
Yeah, I mean, I would too if I had Jiwoo, as Fiesta doesn't quite land any of the abilities at all, and he's also going to be wiped out. The Magnet Storm then lands on everyone.
They're winning.
Why does this happen? Oh, Nongshim! Oh, Nongshim, you deserved this one.
And now Sylvie's going to get chased. Oh, actually, they're just going to leave him.
It's game. It's over.
How has this happened? How have we gone through this game?
Look at Showmaker's smirk. That is not allowed. That is not allowed.
Nongshim have just snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and D+ have managed to find this amazing fight against this seemingly unbeatable dragon, and they've managed to win out. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how this manifested, but D+ somehow win game 1.
I thought in The Hobbit that, you know, Smog was pretty powerful as well. That exact expression. Thank you very much, Jinx's monkey.
You know what's absurd is this doesn't feel like that much damage. It feels like, you know, G was doing 48k. It felt like he was doing a lot more. I definitely feel like
the fact that Kingen did 42k is
yeah.
kind of... He out-damaged the Hui as a melee champion in that game.